Good morning. It's always a pleasure to be in New York, especially when it's not winter time or the dead heat of summer. It looks like it's going to be a perfect day for us, and we're really excited to be here. I'm Bruce Orcutt, and I'm joined by Dimitri Snowden, and we are with Kofax. At the Finovate show in San Francisco last spring, we demonstrated the capability to be able to engage your customers via their preferred channel and engage them on their mobile device to be able to onboard them with just a couple of taps and a photo or two by leveraging content that they have in their pocket, leveraging the mobile device and their identification to be able to onboard them. As we brought this solution to market, our financial services customers came to us and said, you're already processing our mortgages and helping us with our loan origination systems and mortgage origination. In fact, Kofax announced in a press release today, we processed over 1 million mortgages and helped our banking customers process over 1 million mortgages through our Capture platform. And they came back and said, I love the technology and capabilities, and you're already processing all this data for us. How can I extend that to my mobile users and better leverage my mobile banking application as an on-ramp to my mortgage origination process? So that's what we're here to demonstrate today, because it's about right channeling and engaging your customers where they are via their preferred mechanism. And we see mobile as really the driving force behind a lot of this technology and innovation. So we have a customer that we onboarded in San Francisco. Her name is Laura Wilson. And she's now a customer of Bankrite, and Bankrite is a Kofax customer. They're using Kofax Mobile Capture as part of their application strategy and using the Kofax mobile platform in the back office to understand this content, extract the data, feed their business rules, feed their extraction engines, and their decision services related to her mortgage. So she's going to log into the system. She's logged into the banking application, and it's engaging her. It sent her a message saying, your loan is in underwriting. And as part of the underwriting process, we need some more information from you. We need some supporting documentation, some supporting content. So she sees her messages here. She sees a note about her mortgage, and we see this note from underwriting saying, we need some additional information. We need to see a W-2. As part of this transaction, Laura can submit this content to Bankrite via email, via fax. She can walk into a branch, have it scanned in the branch, meet the mortgage broker, have them capture this information. All that can be handled by Kofax via the multiple channels, what we like to call right channeling or omni-channel. Engaging her via her preferred mechanism. In this case, she's being notified on her mobile device. And now we're going to ask her to capture this information via her preferred channel, which is the mobile device. Oops. So we're just going to ask her to go ahead, hover over her W-2, and capture a photo. This is not just any photo. If I wasn't shaking, also it might come through quicker. So it is live. It's not just any photo. We're really asking her to submit business content, business critical information to the system. Oops. Because this is data that you need to be able to onboard her more effectively and engage her. You asked her for some information, she's responding to you with the result. Now we can submit this. This information was on the Kofax platform, was classified on the phone, data was optimized on the device. So that way when she submits it to the process, we can extract the information, run it against your business rules, and feed it downstream to the other processes. Which is very important to engaging her, and if there is an exception, let's notify her back immediately on the phone that we thank you for submitting 2010, I asked you for 2011. Or based upon the data we understood and extracted from this document, we need to see another piece of collateral. And now we're engaging her directly via her preferred channel, engaging her in the process, and accelerating that origination. So at this point, I'm going to turn over to my colleague, Dimitri Snowden, who now can show you visibly, as this information is coming in, what is the cost for this transaction? Is mobile the right strategy? Is fax? Is email? How does this right channel model benefit this customer, Laura Wilson, but more importantly, give you visibility into these transactions and understanding this content. Dimitri?
Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate that. And just for clarity, I'm not related to Edward Snowden. Just want to make that clear and get it all out there. Had nothing to do with that whatsoever. But again, to the point, right? It's about a customer-centric experience. You have these questions in your institution about, well, is their preferred channel our right channel? What are our costs per those channels? Do we get to accelerate the loan time and getting those supporting documents and again enhance the overall customer experience? So here we can clearly see that by using the mobile channel, for example, our customer experience is exponential. It's much better. We can accelerate the average loan time by using the mobile channel in contrast to other channels that are in our institution. And then quite candidly, we want to know what's the cheapest for us to process, right? So when we get those supporting documents, I want to make sure that I'm in a 10 cent per document range opposed to the 425 when they come into the branch. So in the preferred channel, again, in Laura's case, we want to make sure that we're emphasizing and using what's easiest for her, that be it mobile. Mobile, as you can see here, is not quite where we want it to be, but I also can see when I compare them, compare it to web, that we just have a bit to go, but still we're a lot quicker in terms of getting loans turned around. And doing so, again, Laura has a better experience, and she's more happy with our institution. Now, supporting docs. I don't know about you guys, but proof of ID is the most commonly requested document. So with that said, there's clearly an expense to get that supporting document. In this case, it's about $20K per day. And I also can see the channels by which that document comes. I'll probably sit here and slice and dice this by the most favorited loan type, which is the 30-year, and I can start really understanding what's going on by loan, by mortgage type, by broker, by underwriter, and so on. The next thing is, well, regionality, right? In my institution, we're across the United States. I want to understand how we're performing. Maybe there's a different type of way in which customers like to interact with banks based on where they're located. So I'll slice and dice this, again, by mobile, because that's our preferred channel, her preferred channel, our right channel. I'll slice and dice this by an underwriter, by some broker, and then we'll do it again by our favorite loan, and I can start understanding how we're performing across the United States. Now, again, if I were a smaller institution inside of a state, then I can see this by city, by zip code, or whatever makes sense within the context of how we do business. And then lastly, compliance. That's key. Regulatory compliance is key, but it's also important to understand our loan process and our customer experience. We want to understand where the bottlenecks are in our customer experience, where they are in the process, and further understand exceptions to our particular process and refine that for a better customer experience. Bruce?
Great. So thank you very much. We'll be at our booth. If you have any questions, we'd love to speak to you, but it's about visibility, actionable data, and understanding what's the cost and what is the latency in the process and the business benefit. Thank you.
Thank you.